I meant hour-wise, but that's what she told me. It's mile 11, which was that long uphill. It's all making sense.
Welcome back. Good job, brother. Good job.
Thank you. 3 out of 4. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Half marathon completed. Here's the medal. Spring form and this spins. It is a while later. It was actually 12:30, and the reason I did not talk to you a lot was actually because my phone was dying when I finished. Like, I think I was at 15%. By the time I got on the bus, it was at 10%, so I couldn't really film. When I got back, obviously I was charging my phone. So let's rewind a little bit. Today was the half marathon, and I did not film too much in the morning because it's all the same. So it's just a lot of the same stuff that you'd be seeing. This morning we had to wake up a little bit earlier because they started 30 minutes earlier. Tomorrow they're 30 more minutes earlier, so instead of 2:30 it is 2 a.m. But we woke up, we were ready and out of the door. I didn't even do makeup. I just wanted to go for comfort and ease, and I was tired. So we got to the buses, and I think we were second in line. There was one guy, 2 girls that were together, and then my mom and I. I was actually feeling pretty good this morning. I was a little bit sore. I wore my new shoes. That's another thing. I didn't even show my outfit because we were just rushing out the door this morning in order to get in line. Anyway, we got there and I went straight to the bathrooms and then met my mom at the starting area for getting into the corrals. We waited there. We were also like 3rd in line there, so we really weren't that far off. The corral thing, the starting corral thing, opened around 3:40, I want to say, and we were in G, so went straight to the front of G. Obviously sat around until about 5:55, which was our starting time. And my mom had already, like, before we even started, told me to just go on without her. So I started, and I was keeping the interval with my timer at 1 minute running, 30-second walking, and I pretty much kept that up for the first, goodness, at least 5 miles. I was doing that, and it felt pretty good. I would say about a mile in, I finally felt warmed up. My pace was about 13 minutes and 30 seconds, I would say. I'm gonna go through that. My hips started hurting around mile 4 really bad, but I know that it was because of the on ramps and off ramps. Because it's so slanted, it really truly kills. So my hip was really killing me then, but then I don't know if it's because my feet started hurting so bad that my hip kind of went away, or my hip just warmed up. So yeah, so let's talk about the race a little bit. So I completed 13.43 miles, obviously a little over. I ended up taking a gel at mile 3. Mile 6, I took the rest of my honey stinger gummies, and then at mile, I want to say 10.5, whenever there was water, I ended up taking my last gel. Every 30 minutes, I was taking a salt stick tablet. I really think that helped me, but my average pace was a 13:07 actually, so faster than I thought. Going into this, it was supposed to be slow and steady. It was supposed to be nice and easy. I ended up PBing my half marathon by 5 seconds, which is not a lot, but it's a lot for, you know, this being the 3rd day that we're doing this. My finishing time was 2:56, and the balloon ladies ended at about a 3:30. So going into the course, we of course started in Epcot. Then we had the on and off ramps. So spirals on mile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 were mostly just highway. There was a little construction. Now it always is like this, but after the Grand Floridian, it got so tight leading into the Magic Kingdom to the point where we kind of got stuck and we just had to walk, which was frustrating. Now I was kind of going with how my body felt, and for some reason my body wanted to run. Now when there's spectators and when you're in Magic Kingdom, I never stop. I just keep running. I don't know. But anyway, leading into Magic Kingdom, it was rough. It was very much tight. Several different sections were very, very slow and crowded. But we finally got into Magic Kingdom. Of course, it was like the best part. All of the spectators, the castle, everything. I saw Balta. He was waiting in there for me. And then mile 6 was in the Magic Kingdom. It usually falls around Peter Pan and It's a Small World. Then we went out, of course, by the Contemporary, where there's that huge hill where it kind of like dips down. So I want to say like this is the down part and this is the up. It's so steep. So coming up that was mile 7. And that's when it hit me that I still have 6 more miles. I was hardly halfway, you know? So it was fine. It was, of course, a lot of parking lot, which wasn't too bad. The weather was great. It's breezy. It felt nice, but it wasn't bad. I would take that any day. And it was very like cloudy and foggy in the morning, which then added a little bit of that coolness, which felt really, really good. 10, of course, is that last like up ramp. Technically mile 11 has one too, and it's terrible. 10.6 miles in is when someone had said the balloon ladies are on mile 8. Up until then, I had no idea where they were. I wasn't really focusing on them. I knew that I was above like schedule, I guess I would say, like above my pace, because I was so consistent with my miles, which I want to say this is the first time that I've been that consistent, to where I pretty much stayed in the high 12s, low 13s the entirety of the race. Mile 11, of course, has that up right here, which is just awful. It's terrible. It's so steep. It's so long. I ended up running. I wanted to run. So this is where I kind of made my goal. So leading into mile 12, my goal was to complete this in under 3 hours. Previously, the last 2 half marathons I've done, I've been a 3:01, both of them. So today, I know I need to take it easy. I know, but I'm feeling pretty good. So I went for it. After that was made and decided, I realized that there was a pacing group for a 3 hour that either caught up to me or I caught up to them. I'm not really sure. But basically, I saw them and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna stay ahead of them. That's my goal. Then I saw another lady that was kind of doing her own pacing. She wasn't a like stick kind of pacing girl. She was kind of just doing her own thing. And I asked what they were keeping their pace at, and she said a 13:48. I meant hour-wise, but that's what she told me. So then I thought, I'm just gonna stay in front of her too. So for the majority of mile 12 and 13, I ran the whole time. There were some points where I walked. Obviously, I took pictures with every single mile. Getting into the last mile, I knew I was gonna make it because I think I had 10 minutes left and I was already almost done. Balta was then at the end as well for waiting for me. So that was really nice, and I ended up finishing under 3 hours. My laps, let's see. So first mile was a 12:20, then it was a 13:06, 13:05, 12:52, 13:35, 13:41, 13:15. The 13:41 was in Magic Kingdom, just so you know. Mile 7, 13:15, 8, 12:55, 13:02, 13:27, 13:53, which was mile 11, which was that long uphill. It's all making sense. 12, still on like the inclining area, was 13:44, and then my last one was 12:22. So you saw I really sped that on up. It felt really nice. Honestly, I could still walk. I was very happy. I did get ice for both of my Achilles because they were pretty sore. Once we got back, after I got my coffee, of course, went and ate, and then we came back into the hotel room. I showered. I did the compression boots for probably like 20-ish minutes, and then I did the Dr. Scholl's achy tired feet masks, which was the first time I did that, and I really think it helped a lot. I did that for about 30 minutes. Now we are getting ready to go into Animal Kingdom. Tomorrow is the full marathon. I'm planning on being back fairly early in order to sleep, but it's just going to be a relaxing evening. We do have a lightning lane for Flight of Passage, and then I might want to wait in line for Navi River. So that is the plan. That's all. So I'll see you when we leave for Animal Kingdom. Again, not too much going on. I don't know if this will be a shorter video. I did still take videos of all of the character stops, as much as I could see. It was very sunny. Anyway. Pandora's the world. It's smoke. It's smoke.
But because of its more pointed upper lip. And this upper lip is prehensile, so just like the I can tell it is a Maasai giraffe because of its irregular giraffe jam. Yeah. But in the meantime, we will just look at this Maasai giraffe. And also you can look at all those other funny
Oh, thank you. No, thank you.